a unique option which is capable of being used from watts to megawatts scale, while others have limitations with regards to size, space, location, etc. India is getting affected by climate change. The overexploitation of coal and fuels is the major cause of pollution in our country. Global warming and ozone layer depletion are having deleterious effect on Earth and ecosystems, leading to global climate change. The major cause of climate change is the toxic greenhouse gases emissions due to burning of fossil fuels in thermal power plants, industries, and the transportation. While in the atmosphere, these greenhouse gases capture more and more heat, and when this goes beyond a certain limit, it's dangerous for life on Earth, and we are reaching to that limit at a very fast pace. In the last 5 years, India has averaged a growth rate of 8%, and the demand for energy has been putting pressure on its supply sources. Increasing population, economic activity, and rising income levels will further push the demand of energy. The Integral Energy Policy estimates that India's electricity generation will need to increase by 6 to 7 times from its 2003-2004 levels to deliver a sustained growth rate of 9% through 2031 to 32, with primary energy supply growth of around 5.8% per year. Solar energy is the best and cleanest source of energy mankind has ever utilized. It is abundant and available everywhere, zero raw material cost. It does not cause any kind of pollution, air, water, soil, noise, nor does it emit harmful gases in the atmosphere. It does not cause destruction of forest or pose any threat to wildlife. Solar systems can be installed almost anywhere and has ability to satisfy the ever-increasing demand for energy. In 1 kilowatt solar rooftop system, it generates about 1500 to 1850 kilowatt of electricity per annum, depending upon the site location, quality of equipment, and system optimum designing and installation. Solar modules are warranted for performance of 25 years if they are of a good quality or technology. Life of good quality solar modules can be up to 40 years or more. Life of the grid connected solar system can be extended up to 40 years, considering the replacement of solar inverter or few parts of it is around 20 to 25 years, and replacement of solar batteries after every 7 to 10 years in case of off-grid solar system. Adoption of solar would also accompany by the creation of new employment opportunities. The solar industry is capable of developing an ecosystem that creates jobs for system installers, transporters, project developers, system maintainers, grid monitors, and power quality controllers. The solar industry has the capacity to create create 32,000 new full-time jobs per year per gigawatt. These new jobs could absorb a considerable amount of the unemployed workforce. Now these jobs are not only just in urban, but these are in rural also. Because we have enough of space in our villages and rural places where solar installations can be done. Rooftop, now there are different type of solar systems. There are rooftop solar systems and which are in kilowatts, and there are the megawatt solar system which can be done in over the fields, different fields. Per megawatt, approximately 4 acres are required. Now I would like to come into a main thing that our country is blessed with lot of solar energy as compared to any other country in the world. We are far behind in technology or in use of solar energy in India. Solar energy in India, and we have the best radiation in the world, which is 5 to 7, and as compared to the European or American countries, Germany, for example, and UK, for example, is their radiation is 3.9, which is almost 40% less of India, and their total country's power is met. 25% of the total country's power is met by solar energy. In UK, almost 16% of the country's requirement is met by solar energy, although their radiation is almost 40% less than India. We have a lot to do in India as far as rural electrification is concerned, which is an important subject here. We can do rural electrification in 3 ways. There are different models, as you see, model number 1. There is a central system, it can be in kilowatt system. We can have a small, like a 10 kilowatt or 5 kilowatt system in a village of 50 houses, and it can be electrified. There can be a storage system also with batteries, and it can give 24 hours electricity to the village. The cost of this would depend upon the size of the village, the length, and the requirement. It would be approximately from 10 lakhs to 20 lakh. Another system is that we can have a megawatt scale solar system around the village, which can not only cater to a village, but cottage industries as well as the industries to that area. Another system which we can do is that we can also place an individual battery system, street lights and lights on houses, which can be monitored individually or by a central grid. In 2010, in 2010, government had come out with some schemes, Jawaharlal Nehru Mission, and they had targeted by 2022, we have to do around 20 gigawatts, that means 20,000 megawatts by solar energy in India. Government made certain policies, but in 5 years, government themselves, they did not follow those policies. Till the end of 2014, out of 20 gigawatt, we have been only able to do 3 gigawatt. Still, we have to complete 17 gigawatt in just 7 years. So this is the situation of solar energy in India. Now, Haryana has come out with a policy where every establishment has to install a solar system of 5% of their connected load. It's a very good policy, a good effort, but still things remain incomplete in that policy. There are a lot of things to be done. Policy comes, but implementation becomes very difficult. There has to be a net metering system if that policy is concerned. If anybody is installing a solar system in his house, how he will do? How he will give that? He cannot use, because if you store the energy, then you have to spend at least 40% extra for energy, for battery system, and it costs maintenance cost. Normally, the power costs around 3 to 5 rupees if it is a storage system. If it is, that is called off-grid system. If it is the on-grid system, in which when you when you produce the energy, you can just give on the grid, you can just give on the meter which the DISCOM will install in your house. Delhi has come out with that guidelines, but again they are still to come out with the policy, because there is a gap between the implementation and the paperwork. I will just give you an example. Just 2 दिन पहले मेरी वाइफ ने मेरे को बोला, एक कोई काम करने वाला था, उसको ठंड लगती थी, तो उसको कुछ दिन पहले मेरी वाइफ ने स्वेटर दिया कि भाई तू ये पहन के आया। वो कुछ दिन पहना, फिर उसके बाद वो स्वेटर गायब हो गया। क्या हुआ स्वेटर का? वो धोने रखा हुआ है, उसको दूसरा स्वेटर दे दिया, चलो भाई दूसरा स्वेटर दो। थोड़े दिन वो भी पहन के आया, उसके बाद दोनों गायब हो गए। पूछा भाई क्या हुआ? वो 2 स्वेटर तेरे को दिए थे, स्वेटर क्यों नहीं पहनता? कोई ऐसा ही, आई वुड नॉट लाइक टू नेम, कोई ऐसे काम करने वाला था। कहता घर पे रखा है। वो क्या कर रहा है? कहता जब मैं घर जाता हूँ तब पहनता हूँ। तो मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि भगवान भी ऐसा सोचता होगा कि हिंदुस्तान में इतनी सोलर एनर्जी दी है, ये क्या करते हैं उसका? थैंक यू।
थैंक यू बरेजा जी। Thank you everybody. Let me just share something about what SAIL is also doing. We have see, the CSR word is just coined only a few years back. I think the Steel Authority of India Limited has come into its existence long time, maybe for 40 years back in 1950s or even 50 years back. At that point of time, the CSR was not even there. We are doing in the name of peripheral development, and we have say a 10 kilometers boundary of the peripheral, and if you are aware of say the Bhilai steel plant, it is in the hub of the Chhattisgarh area where the Naxalites are also there. So we have tried that the inhabitants of that area should be given minimum requirement, which is electricity, power, whatever, food, all these things area they have been given by virtue of the nearer, they have been trained also, so that in particular skills they are trained and they are given employment also in our plant. So in a way, slowly this part has started, and we are spending now what is the mandatory, even much more than what is mandatory, which is the 2% of the net profit of PAT, profit after tax. So that is one area, but then just since we have very little time, the one part is the skill development, which is already told in the earlier session. The other part is the self-help groups, which they can themselves provide the employment, or they can provide themselves that what things to be done, and the women empowerment. These are the 3 things I will share, and these are the 3 things which are required also, and this will help in basically socio-economic development. If the women of our country or women of the area, we concentrate on the area itself, if they are educated, if they are empowered, they will be, the entire family will be totally educated, and they will be when we say that a woman is empowered or when a woman is educated, the entire family, because she is the person, she will tell this thing to all his family members, and they will in turn will be knowing the education, they will be in turn will knowing the skills which she will basically learn from the process. So these are some of the things which we have done. Since the time is short, may I request